Alright guys, this is a video on the HDX68 from Umarex. It's the pump action shotgun. Um, Today I want to show you it's a conversion. I got the Home Defense 24 88 gram conversion in. But in this test we're going to be converting it again to use 25 gram CO2s. A lot of guys like to use the normal 2x12 gram setups for 24 grams total. This is a 25 gram threaded capsule and it holds 1 more gram. But it's more compact and just less CO2s. Just want to see if I believe this is still going to be within the same power range as the 2x12. The 88 gram in this setup is giving us 50 joules. Everybody's got this conversion, as I showed the video already. They're getting around 50 joules with 9.9 riot balls, Canada riot balls, or the coated steel balls from Home Defense 24. Yeah, I got the stock cut out so it can accept this ASA. It hides it in here nicely. I had the old critical situations one in here, but that's what I cut this stock for. I cut it for that old adapter. So you can still put your 88 gram in here, any kind of CO2, and put your tank back on, or your stock back on. So see, there's a little gap left out right here. That's because this knob on my old setup, before this drop-in valve was made, so this knob used to come down to there. It was a different adapter, so it was nice and fluid, but oh well, what can you do though, right? I'm getting an extra 6 joules, 7 joules more than that adapter, so that little hole is not really bothering me that much. But I'm going to try and source another stock and then redo this. If I can get a hold of one in the community, I will. And I'll cut it to fit this. But yeah, anyways, take this off. Oh yeah, you also, if you're going to use the 88 grams on this adapter, the Home Defense 24 adapter, you have to grind out a little plastic here, because with that ASA on off, it moves your tank that much distance forward. And then it gets a little restricted down in here for the 88 gram. It's only meant to come to like down here. And then you have to take that pin and all the little hardware that's back here that comes with the stock. You got to remove all that. And then just kind of grind down in there. And just do little by little until your 88 gram will slide in and out. But yeah, these are 25, so this is a threaded CO2. Also, I've got the adapter to use these. I got from AliExpress. This is an 88 gram CO2 one, so I don't need this adapter. I can minus this adapter and throw it out, but this one will go right in there. I already got this one in, so, but the head on this here's an 88 gram thread, and then that one's an HPA thread, so it's going into the 88 HPA thread here, and then there's an 88 gram thread going into the on-off. There's so many different ways you can connect these, but this is how I have it set right now. But yeah, and then you'll notice this head, the only difference is one goes in the HPA, one goes in the 88 gram, but they're the same head, they take the same CO2s. So we're just going to screw this one in here. Make sure our gas is off. Alright. So I'm just going to thread that in. Okay. So now you can just go ahead and put your stock back on, or you don't have to. See, you'll see I got this piece that I cut off the stock. It fits snugly in here. So you can either, now when the stock goes back on, it just looks a lot neater, right? So what you can do, and to make this piece permanent, there's a hole right there. You can thread that, tap and thread it, and put a screw through it, or you can pull this screw out and get a longer screw and then drill a hole up in here, or you can do both, whatever you want. I would use black-headed screws so they don't show much. But yeah, it'll lock that piece in place, and then you can just take your stock off, on and off, and that'll stay there put all times. But Yeah, so on my old adapter, the Jonathan Scott critical situation ones, this would be all the way at the back here, nice and flush. So yeah, I have other videos. When you see it, it's perfectly flush, but that's with the old adapter. This is the new adapter, so. Alright, let me just try and gas this up and see what happens here. Alright, we're gassed up now. And like I said too, me and Sean Kemper have tested these ASA on offs from Home Defense 24. I've plugged an 88 gram in for 3 straight months and had no leaks, no fails. I've announced this in the groups and in videos also. Sean Kemper's done the same thing. I don't know how long he's did. I did 3 months, so you can screw your ASA, your 88 gram right in and puncture it and then just leave it idle. And then when you're ready to go, this has a really good O-ring in it, so it seals and holds. It holds the seal. Anyways, let's go fire this. And with the 88 gram, you can expect 51 joules with 9.9 gram balls. I'm not expecting that with this because we're only using 25 grams of CO2. For some reason, the 88 grams read higher in PSI. They just do. I've showed it in many tests. I've hooked them up to a gauge compared to 12 grams show 850, 900 PSI. And the 88 grams always show 1100 PSI, even as high as 1300 PSI, depending on how warm it is. And I've showed this multiple times too. So, all right. There we go. Okay, here, so my knee's broken, guys. I tore my meniscus, so I'm not on very often lately. I have a hard time getting up and down the stairs with my crutches, so it's gonna be a while before I'm back at full action. So anyways, let's see what we get here. Oh, 257, 260, 275, 288. Air. Alright, we're running out now. We still got more. I'm surprised you get that many shots. Those are all weakened anyway, so. There, I'm just degassing it completely. Yeah, this definitely. I wouldn't be using those, anything less than an 88 gram in here. Because I know for certain that's not 50 joules. Yeah, if you want to check back in my other videos, I have videos shooting 50 joules. All the other guys with the YouTube channels out there, they've all got 50 joules as well with this 88 gram setup. Let me just see here. God, I don't even think we were not even close to 40 joules. I can't remember what the high was. Okay, so 288 FPS. Let's check that out. Oh, another thing, guys. There's a plug in the HDX that looks like this. It's in the valve on the opposite side of the brass pipe. It's in that part of the valve at the front end. If you notice, there's a green O-ring that's smudged over the threads. And there's a pinhole through there. It looks like some kind of pressure release thing. See that pinhole in there? There's another picture of it here. See the seal on there all smudged? I deleted that in this build, so it doesn't really look like it did anything special. But just in case, I deleted that, and I just wanted to see if it... I mean, if I was getting 50 joules off of this setup, 2x12 setup or whatever, then I would have believed that that seal did something. But that's nothing much to rave about. Okay, so I'm going to okay, so 9.9 at, oh shit, what did I say that was? 288. Yeah, see, 37, 38 joules. That's what I expected. That's around what you get from 2x12 grams. 35 joules average, so 37, 38 joules. It's around the same shit. You can't tell if that's CO2 fluctuations or anything the modder has done to the gun. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a fluctuation of CO2. But anyways, guys, yeah, that little thing here bothers me. I wish... because I had the old valve, the critical situation valve, and then when I put the other one in, by the time everything lined up, instead of the knob being here, it was right there. So fortunately I had to remove that piece, but I'm going to try and work my magic. I'll try and offer somebody a good trade if they want to trade their stock, or if somebody went and modified the 88 gram and they don't use this no more. I'm going to see if I can get one off them. But then I'll go back and I'll correct this mistake, and then I'm actually going to... like, see, that doesn't really come out, but either way, it's just loosely sitting in there. I'm going to drill the screw hole in through it and keep it secure. It just looks a lot neater. See, you just got that little knob sticking out, nice and clean. You can still put the stock back on, but like I said, you have to gouge a bunch of plastic out of here, and there's a pin. Otherwise, your 88 gram, you'll never get the stock back on your 88 gram. But anyways, y'all stay safe, guys. Take care. Have fun, as always.